manning the show because he's mad because Tom's emceeing. He's a great MC. Love it. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Right. So, can you introduce yourself to the audience as well?
Yes. Hi, I'm Apple Lamberg. Today I'm here with some crypto art, Bitcoin art.
Ah, that's yours.
That's yeah.
I love crypto art.
Good.
I love. So I've got 6 of the. I don't know what the name is, but I can't remember the guy who did it. But I buy them from Physique, who's Fizzy.
Physique.
Yeah, Mickey. And so the 6 of them. There's like they're kind of portrait style prints, and they've got like there's one about the halvening. There's one about Doge Rain.
I've seen them. Yeah,
I love
beautiful,
them. Yeah,
beautiful.
I've got those, and then the most recent one I bought. I was slightly drunk when I agreed to it. I didn't quite realise how much it was going to be. It's probably a bit of a problem. I know. Drink less. Don't be so agreeable. But I saw the yes man and it looked good, and I thought I was going to say yes to everything. Anyway, so and it ended up being quite a lot, a bit over my budget. But at least I feel really good when I walk past it. But I think the thing that drew me into Bitcoin and crypto so much was the creativity. I love it. The art, the memes, the songs, just everything is so creative.
Yeah. That's what we. What Bitcoin actually got me going back to creativity. Me and my wife, she's always also here. We made art before, and very creative, house full of paint and materials to make stuff. But financial crisis came, and it was more about surviving than really creating stuff. People hire me for restoring buildings and yachts, and brings in money, but it's not really creative process for me.
Yeah.
So when Bitcoin came along, less than 2 years ago, it was a start for me to get back in, getting creative.
Yeah.
With the knowledge I have about paint and epoxy, I work with a lot with resin.
Yeah.
So that's what's for me to start. Yeah, let's do this. That's what all about fun for me.
And that's almost poetic that you said the financial crisis was the thing that stumped your creativity. At the same time, it was the thing that triggered Bitcoin, or I said triggered it as in Chancellor on brink of second bailing for banks. So that's Satoshi was he hated the banking system. He hated the way they caused this massive, ridiculous crash. The fact that no one's heads have rolled because of it, and yet there's probably more people arrested around Bitcoin than there is in the banking system over the last 10, 12 years. And the worst thing is that there's, I can't remember what the most recent stat was, but the banking fine since 2008 is still absolutely shit on the whole current Bitcoin market cap. And it really makes me laugh about that. And I think the hysterical kind of side of it is what brings out the creativity. You've people view Bitcoin as a joke, but Bitcoiners view the traditional banking system as an absolute farce. Yeah. And so that's why can you sell something that's pretending this facade of being genuine and for the people when it's actually a joke? So Bitcoin fights a joke with a joke.
Yeah, and the beauty of it for me as well is making people more aware. Because before I was aware of the banking, the system that I don't like, but and I like to stand up and say something about it, but it didn't happen. But through this, you can show it. I like to talk about it, and especially what's wrong with what we have now. And still, a lot of people, the majority of people I talk to, don't know what it is, don't know what Bitcoin is. So it's a great way to start conversation, so to make people aware.
And is this your first conference?
No, I've been my first conference this year. I was not with Art. There was Magical Crypto Conference in New York.
Oh yeah, I missed that.
And I was in Baltic Honey Badger.
Oh, is there? Yeah.
That's where I met Joe. Who was just on, and he invited me to BitBrum today. So yeah.
Honey Badger was good this year. It's been a great year for conferences.
Yeah.
Very, very busy.
Yeah.
Very busy.
Yeah, there's a lot of going on in the world,
Yeah.
conference wise.
It's the numbers are down, but the dedication is it's still there. But I think people go through these lulls. You have the ups, the downs, and it does scare people off when they've lost money. But some people lose money, and it drives them even harder. It's like, well, I lost money for a scam. Now I want to make sure that other people don't get scammed. I want to make sure that people learn the actual message. I want to make people know that they're being scammed at the moment by the current system. I mean, that's the most hilarious scam that we have. So, if there was what's the key message then, or what themes that you're trying to get across in your art in terms of messaging?
Yeah, good question. Well, for me, it's making this. I don't think it's just pure about fun using, of course, the Bitcoin logo. I like color, I like epoxy, I like Bitcoin, I like the disruption.
Yeah.
And yeah, but message, I wouldn't say it's more of maybe because I use a lot of color.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shouting out what it is, bringing awareness. I think that's, if you ask me, that's what it is.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And so, what you said you were into art before. What was it? Were you previously an artist, or?
Yeah, we did. Me and my wife, we did both. We painted with wax on paper, on plexiglass. We also made cubic lamps where we painted on pyramids. That's what we did for some years. My wife made digital art.
Nice.
We did some online print business for a few years. Also making my own stuff. I made boards from pellet wood. Is the right English word? From all pellets.
Yeah.
And print photos on. That's what we did for a few years. So always creative stuff.
Yeah. And you glad you're back in?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So do you have any conferences, any other ones this year, or is BitBrum it for the year?
I think so. CoinFest coming up next year. I want to be there. And
it's good. I love CoinFest.
Yeah, and that will be the first for me. But what I've heard and read so far, it's big fun. So
it is. That's great.
And I hope to be going back to Magical Crypto. I don't know where it's going to be held.
Yeah.
And I'm going back to Honey Badger next year as well.
Are you going to try and do exhibitions there as well?
Yeah, for Honey Badger, they invited me. I was there with my art this year, and we'll be there.
Oh yes, yeah. I actually remember now. Yes, yeah. Because I was, it was in the by the ball, but by literally when I went to buy this hat, Bull Bitcoin stand. So it was just
I was there together with Martin Fisher.
Yeah, I saw a few times I was there and you weren't there, but I did admire your pieces as well. Yeah, I remember now.
Okay.
Yeah. That's so. Honey Badger, you didn't have. Oh, sorry, you had a stand this year. You're gonna have a stand next year. Was it popular? Do you get a lot of interest from the conferences?
No, not much. It was my first, and just have to show myself and get out there, and people will come in.
Yeah. Sure. It's a snowball thing, isn't it?
I made my first sale there to Joe. So.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Oh, that's good then. Yeah,
that's good.
Well, I might pop over myself as well, because I tend to don't sell too hard though, because I've got an inability to say no. So I may have just set myself up for it. But in terms of other artists, are there any other artists in the crypto sphere that you admire? You like the kind of work that they do?
Well, I've of course on crypto Twitter I see them all. I have only met Martin Fisher in Riga. I like what he's doing. Physique, Trevor Jones. I think he's beautiful what he makes. Yeah. And I hope to meet him next year and admire some stuff in.
I liked his AR. He's like AR, augmented reality kind of. Yeah. That's really.
But there are a lot of artists. And I hope to want to meet them and see their art on the walls.
Definitely. Vesa, VESA. He's pretty good. Yeah. That was so I bought his fork and flip and fork.
Okay.
It is beautiful. It's very nice.
Yeah, so
and he customized it as well. So it's got it's got my kind of logo on my avatar logo
Okay.
on there. So I was like, this, you know, this is amazing. So
Yeah, I saw what he was doing now in. I think he's now in Vegas.
yes, well, he's at the World CryptoCon.
Yeah.
It sounds very much like World Crypt something. I don't know what it is. World. Oh, it sounds like it sounds like that. It's really funny actually. I was looking through the Twitter, and there's so many people that tagged World CryptoNet, almost as if it was kind of by accident. I don't know. Maybe I'm just I'm speculating, but I'm not speculating. I was just But no. I just think that the art space is amazing. We're seeing a lot more. So I just make crypto songs and like covers and stuff like that. And I mean, I was inspired originally the old days of like Wulong, and it's sort of around 2013. There's like the Wulong song, and there was like others. I think it was Bitcoin is a bubble. So this girl is on fire, but it's Bitcoin is a bubble. Bitcoin is and it was when Bitcoin's $30, and you look back at someone went through a shitload of effort to convince people not to buy Bitcoin at $30. I'd feel awful. I'd feel awful. Wouldn't you? You'd be like, oh shit! I don't want to see them again. They were going to buy 10 Bitcoin for like $30, and I made a song that convinced them not to. So I'm making it okay. No, I don't want people to buy Bitcoin from my song. But yeah, the songs, the art. There's just a lot of cool creativity that's coming about, and even in the technological, the engineering, like Ben's IoT function, building, devices and stuff like that. There's just so much creativity. I love it.
Yeah, so much going on and so much being developed. It's exciting. It's really exciting what's happening.
So what is there anything in particular in the crypto space you're looking forward to in 2020? Conferences, halvenings, anything that's planned or unplanned, or that you think might happen in 2020?
Well, I'm definitely excited about creating new stuff.
Yes, yeah.
I have a lot of ideas. New materials.
What's your website as well? Sorry.
That's my name, eppoleemburg.com. eppoleemburg.com. That's where you can find my art. And if people want to custom made something, I also make tables, chairs with Bitcoin, whatever.
Nice.
People can come to me and see if I can make it.
Fantastic.
So I'm excited.
Do you do custom jobs as well then?
Yeah.
Oh, epic. Yeah. So have you had like some like corporate customers? You like do Coinbase a giant sculpture or something?
I haven't had them in yet, but come on.
Well, I'll be shilling for you. Like, you get this guy in, like massive sculpture. That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
So and you're from Amsterdam, are you?
I'm from Holland. Amsterdam is
sorry. Oh yeah, I've gone on. Sorry, ignorant.
I'm from the south.
I know. Yeah, so I'm always bad with that. It's just because I've visited a few times just to check out the scenery and stuff. No, Amsterdam's beautiful.
Amsterdam's beautiful city.
Yeah, I would like to see a lot more of Holland. Rotterdam's really nice as well.
Rotterdam, we're even an hour below Rotterdam. We're close to Antwerp.
Nice. So I mean, like, I think it takes 6 hours to drive from my house to Amsterdam. So it probably only takes 4.5, 5 to. Yeah. Obviously, with a train, giant long train in the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, I think we're going to see if we can get. I'm going to try and get Nindy on actually because Nindy hasn't been. He never comes on the camera.
Okay.
So everyone only knows him by name. So I'm going to see if I can catch him off guard now. But Eppo, mate,
thank you very much.
Brilliant.
Thanks for having me.
Love the interview. And what we'll do is we'll put on the show. We'll put we'll put your website on there as well. And when we cut it up, and so people can see the interview, we'll shout out on Twitter as well. Are you on Twitter?
Twitter, yeah.
What's your
my
handle?
name? Eppo Leemburg. You can find me on Twitter.
Can you spell it? Because I was going to try and spell it out.
My first name is EPPO.
EPPO.
Last name LEEMBURG.
Cool. That's definitely not how I would have tried to. So I'm glad you did it. Otherwise, I would have made a fool out of myself and looked really ignorant. But no, Eppo, absolutely brilliant having you on. Thanks very much. Cheers.